We're live! Hey everybody, it is Monday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays The Outer Worlds. We're nearing the end of our outer space adventures. Hope y'all are having a good evening. As always, Pocket Man's keychains. You should buy them. I just officially added Wooloo, Mareep, the Tangela pre-evolution and evolution from Gen 2 Beta, and what was the other one? Mischievous. And I am currently working on a Fuecoco. I keep having issues with his snout. His little nostrils keep getting either too big or too small. Joining us this evening, we've got Crimson.
Bonjour.
We've got Eliza.
It's always great being here.
I presume Zen is with you right now.
Yes. Kinda.
We got Lotus.
Good evening, everyone.
And we got Xandru.
Hello, everybody.
Now, the Fuecoco is interesting, because I wouldn't have made a Fuecoco. Not my favorite. Not terrible, but, like, not my favorite starter. But someone on Red Claw stream actually is commissioning me to do this and Gibble. So I might open up the idea of commissioning me to do more of these. Specific ones that, like, ones that I wouldn't normally, really be interested in doing. Not that I wouldn't do them eventually, just that, like, in terms of priority, like, Fuecoco, like I said, it's not bad. I don't hate Fuecoco, but, like, Mareep had more value to me for if I wanted to make versus Fuecoco. Speaking of, here's Mareep.
Yay.
But, yeah, so wanted to put that together. But, so, like, yeah, I think I'm going to open that up to do commissions like this. But, bear in mind, it might be, the price will vary, because Gibble's going to cost a little bit more money. I don't have Gibble's base color. I have to get filament specifically to get, like, that kind of grayish blue.
Oh.
I'm excited for my Eevee one to arrive. Good, I hope you like it when it does.
Yay.
In fact, I feel like I should post in the chat and, make it a thing, of course, because I always forget to pin this. Let me see. Pocket Man's keychains can be found here. Boop. What's going to be the next game? Descent. Because as I've said, I have a Patreon-sponsored review of the Descent trilogy coming up later this year, so I want to start capturing footage for that. So I figured the first Descent would work well for a stream. Maybe Descent 2. Descent 3 probably not. But Descent definitely, and we're going to figure out a way to try to capture footage separately from the stream itself as we're doing it. But yeah, each game is only about 10 hours. So that'll be fun. Do I have Piplup yet? I do not have Piplup yet, sorry. But you could probably commission me. Otherwise, right now, just contact me via via the contact page on our website, and you can, like, get me to try to commission me that way to do them.
Yeah, you got a good collection of Pokemons.
Yes, make sure to buy all the Pokemons, people.
I think you should definitely buy all the Pokemons, people. Also, I'm fixed. So, if one of the things that has kept you from buying the Pokemon keychains is the shipping costs, I screwed up.
What? Uh-oh.
I made a mistake. As I discovered when someone ordered, like, 15 keychains or something like that.
Oh no.
They didn't charge individually for each
They
shipping.
were charging individually for each new shipped item.
Oh,
That's so
no.
stupid.
Yeah, because Store Envy has an option for you to set, like, standard shipping costs for this type of packaging, and then how much does it cost for an additional item. And for the Atop the Fourth Wall Store Envy, what it's usually done in the past has been a lump sum together. I don't know why they suddenly changed it at some point, but they did, so that I was like, okay, for additional items, yeah, $2 seems like that good, because no one's gonna order like 100 keychains or something like that. So $2 for a few things, that adds a few grams, might up the shipping cost a little bit. That seems reasonable. No, they were adding $2 for each keychain.
Holy fart nuggets.
The person was okay with it. I said, like, I am happy to refund the cost here because it's not going to cost this much to ship to you. They're okay with it because it was only like an additional $10 for the amount of keychains they ordered. But still, I have reduced it down, so it's just $0.25 per new item. I think that's reasonable.
Yes.
That's probably reasonable, yeah.
And I've made sure, just in case this was a blanket change on the Atop the Fourth Wall Store Envy, I changed it over there too. Now, Atop the Fourth Wall Store Envy, items are bigger, so that makes a bit of a difference there versus the keychains, which I can fit like 10 of them in an envelope and it won't change the thing.
Yeah.
But still, I'm so sorry about that. If that's what's been keeping you from buying keychains, like absurdly high shipping costs, there you go. It should be easier to do that now. Shipping cost is already more expensive than it needs to be. But it's ludicrous to charge that much for a tiny-ass keychain which weighs a few grams. Weighs a few ounces.
Yeah, I would say so. Like, why would
shipping
you
is
do
still
that?
$4.50 on my end. Yeah, sorry, Feeny. There is a base cost to it. I don't know why it's declared like that, but an envelope like these still costs $4 and some cents, like $4.50. I just average it to $4.50 because it can vary depending on state. But like something this size is still minimum $4.50, regardless of how heavy the actual item is. So I'm sorry about that. That's just the baseline. But if you buy multiple keychains, it won't cost you $2 per each one when the keychains are already $3 a pop. I'm trying not to be an asshole.
Good idea.
I am trying to be fair. I am not an evil capitalist. I am not trying to nickel and dime this stuff. I want things to be fair cost.
You're not an evil capitalist. You're a reasonable capitalist. There's a difference.
I don't think anybody in this call is a capitalist, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like, I do sell digital cards online, and
Selling things does not make you a capitalist.
Yeah.
Selling a product does not make you a capitalist. It's being greedy about it that makes you a capitalist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew, selling something doesn't make you a capitalist. It just makes you having to participate in a system you don't want to participate in.
Someone just bought stuff from the store envy, so yay.
Yay!
But anyway, we're 10 minutes in. Let's update Youngblood Strike File. Script is coming along. Hopefully have that done within the next couple days and and start filming and doing all that jazz. Don't know about storyline commentary streams. I've been doing those at the end of the month just as a last minute. Let's get some additional revenue in because stuff's running out. Tax season is upon us.
Tax season. Lewis hates tax season because he's self-employed.
I'm self-employed. I never get money back. Well,
No, you really
that's partially unfair. I do get money back as a homeowner and when I was a home renter. Minnesota does provide a homeowner's refund and a renter's reimbursement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not like huge amounts of money. It's like, oh, this will pay back the cost of the state taxes. Or take a good chunk out of it. I owe the federal government considerably more money every single year. And so we're probably going to have a tax stream this year because things have been compounding Yeah.
Yeah, my federal taxes sucked.
I still need to do my taxes.
My federal taxes were lower than I anticipated, but they weren't as low as I thought they would be.
And I'm the lucky one here, and I'm not going to rub that in anyone's face.
Yeah, we will probably do another multi-day stream where we're playing Pokemon and doing another multi-day stream. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Maybe we'll do another Gen 1 game just with all the types randomized. Maybe we'll do that with Gen 2. We have many options before us. At least the Minnesota property tax refund goes out sooner this year. That would be nice. It always feels like they forgot about doing it because like I don't get it until like August or September.
Well, no, they changed the law. So last year it was August, but starting this year, it's actually included in your state taxes. So when you are supposed to get whatever refund from your Minnesota property tax, it actually comes with your state.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, so yeah, like, and I got my state back pretty quickly. Like, I filed, and I got it by the end of the week that I filed. Like, they're moving real quick this year.
Wouldn't it be nice?
I just thought of something that might be fun for Tag Stream. Pokemon Too Many Types.
Oh yeah, someone else was suggesting Pokemon Too Many Types. We might do that. If you guys aren't familiar with Pokemon Too Many Types, oh boy!
That's too many times.
God.
You know, I would say Pokemon.
I'm familiar with it thanks to friends streaming something like that. Yeah.
Oh boy, who's ready for gamer type Pokemon?
Oh my god.
Reverse Uno type Pokemon.
Or the fact that Norman is a furry leader.
Yep.
I love that. It's so great.
That's so dumb.
But anyway,
Gun type Pokemon.
But respect.
So
Let's be real.
we should probably start the gaming.
The game? What are you talking about? We're here talking about the woes of our lives and financial issues and stuff like that. We're not. I mean, this is appropriate. We're talking about capitalism in the space capitalism game.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This was
Okay.
all a segue.
Okay. Although I do have a thing. So I will be finishing Fate of Atlantis tomorrow night. And Lotus has graciously offered to come by. And then I will be taking a week off and doing Infernal Machine. But after I'm done with Indiana Jones, I'm going to take a stab at Marvel's Spider-Man, the Insomniac games.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Back to back to back. I'm hoping by the time I finish the first two, the Spider-Man 2 will be out. I don't know when it's coming out, but whatever.
Spider-Man 2 is already out.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2's been out. It's been out, yeah.
Oh, shit.
For about a year.
Yep.
Oh, well.
It came out in the hospital.
Okay, yeah, see, I don't know. Oh, no, it didn't get released on PC until this year. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I
when
need
last
to
we
play it on
left Cole Aidman, we were doing something like it turns out like the head of Byzantium was actually like being held prisoner or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
He also wants me to send a message to Earth.
We should probably do that, maybe.
Calling occupants of interplanetary craft.
Big, greasy thumb.
Oh, yeah, somebody asked me about the drug trip that you had.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
Ray.
that.
Yeah, we had the drug. Yeah, we went on a spirit vision quest with drugs.
That was great.
So much drug.
Calling occupants of interplanetary most extraordinary craft. Where is the...
Why did I not expect the Carpenters?
We are your friends.
Oh, sweet, the Carmen Sandiego game released today. Hell yes.
Neat.
Wait, there's a new Carmen Sandiego game?
Yeah. Did somebody get Mega Timmy Tommy's first super chat? He just put in another one.
Hold on a minute.
I'll go find it.
Oh, I see it. What do we think of the Oscars, the show, and the winners?
I did not watch the Oscars, and from what I heard, it was crap.
Yeah.
They gave several to the horrible thing.
Stanley gave 2 to the horrible thing.
That's still too many.
When did I run out of board?
I know, but like I said yesterday, Hollywood likes sucking its own dick,
I was
so...
gonna suggest
Yeah,
that
this is just crash all over again.
Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your quarters.
Mighty fine of you.
Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
That's okay. I was
Sure.
high last week. Calling occupants of interplanetary most
I
extraordinary
don't know if it's
corrupt.
the Mega Timmy Tommy's second super chat, but he says, to be fair, Conan was a good host. And yeah, I don't doubt that.
I just have no interest in the Oscars, like, at all.
Yeah.
My favorite bit is, like, on social media, every single year, somebody's like, oh, such and such a movie got snubbed or not mentioned. The Oscars have lost their credibility. And it's like, they've been losing their credibility every single year. Like, why do you still give them credibility?
What
Yeah,
do you
no,
do
fair.
here?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
Did you guys can meet Chairman Rockwell?
Ah. Oh, you were being
Ah.
serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
That's it.
I'll be on my way.
Nothing exciting.
We doing the sneaky in?
Probably.
Okay.
My opinion of the Oscars has always been this.
Excuse me, just a moment.
Is that the joke?
Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, no, I
beg your
think
pardon,
he's-
Minister Clark's former office is currently
My opinion of the
closed
Oscars
to
is this.
solicitors.
Okay.
Too long.
You should get back to your desk. I saw somebody eyeing your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom
I love stuff like that.
letterheads.
My god, it even has a watermark.
The filthy hands on my stationery.
In fact, I view almost all award shows as too long. Most of them could be done in like less than half an hour.
Yeah, but then you don't have pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
I mean, all you have to do is send an email, like, here's who won. You don't need a show.
Yeah.
The rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but I've covered the basics. Halcyon is on the brink of starvation. The board scientists work on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program for the chance to contribute. You'll see the current vision when you print your key card for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. And yes, before you ask, the dimethyl sulfoxide has been delivered there. It's waiting for your sign off for the broad stroke, so I want to make sure you saw it. Don't worry, I'll make sure it gets properly edited. Yoink!
Nice.
And we have a super chat from Captain Avenger. Hey, Linkara, I just...
What? No, we've got. Hold off.
Good afternoon.
Plot.
I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die.
Yay!
Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But
Oh,
we're
never
doing
mind.
it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed.
Violently unemployed.
But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again
Next
working
Sunday,
for the
AD.
good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I'm glad he's at least smart enough to recognize you can't just freaking say we're going to freeze the colony and then let other people like survive.
It's not
Yeah.
real.
Is this the CEO of
Guess the whole
Ubisoft?
colony's up a creek. I thought it was just Monarch.
So you're gonna get a super chat, Alexa?
Yep. Captain Avenger. Hey, Linkara, I just tried out the Space Dragon. Whoa, why do you have a twin brother? Because he's rocking the 90s clothes and yelling and screaming, dude.
Whoa, man, I don't know. It's just so awesome. Anyway, T Elite, we will get your super chat in a minute. Send Minister Clark's message to Earth. All right, personal files.
Please allow 3 to 9 months for it to arrive. Amazing.
By the way, Megabob wanted you to notice, like, when you get out of this computer, there's a hole in the wall, and this is, like, the corporation. Like, this is the head of everything, and, like, just stuff like that just is allowed to sit.
Criminy. Alright, what's taking so long? Percival, how long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Toss Clark's belongings into the streets of Byzantium for all I care. He's not using them. Just get my office expansion done before I return. Tired of staring at that hole in the wall. And for law's sakes, do something about that doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working for our public relations department, and they make this announcement sound like a damn funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. Yeah, at least these people, you know, sure, these people are awful and we're gonna rebel and stuff like that, but man...
Also, T-Elite has an interesting super chat. Make of this whatever you will. The in-universe name for the now defunct Disney Star Cruise Hotel is the Halcyon.
Amazing.
Zeus, reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend to off-site. Made inquiries and can confirm that we have plenty of food. Real food. Really? The nutritional food produced within Halcyon is continuing to decline. So people are going to start feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest guys, so that we have to. So what we have up to sustain, but they have a mill workforce for the foreseeable future. How interesting.
There's another thing about Halcyon that I know that Mega Man Legends is actually in Japan known as Mega Man Dash, which stands for Degaucher's Adventure Stories in the Halcyon Days.
The heads of the other
Yeah,
9
that's an
corporations are up in
expression,
arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again.
They're at it again.
My opinion of the Video Game Awards is pretty much my same opinion as the Oscars. I don't like award shows.
Yeah, it's a giant circle jerk and more advertisement than actual awards. Jay Manor says, I randomly got...
Oscars.
Yeah, and Jay Manor says, I randomly got a Gamer Sups ad, and you were in it. I like the R2-D2 Poyo model.
That's right, because, because Red Claw, I want to say, it's probably from Red Claws, right?
I believe so.
Probably.
Ignore me! Well, actually, we have more things according to the... Oh, actually, where are we... Oh, we're going down.
Megabob points out, I don't know if you remember the diet toothpaste quest, but if you had taken the pro board path, that seems a priority because it would make the public eat less and take longer to notice the famine.
Criminy. Yeah, Red Claw. Yep, because I've done... Anytime we do, like, you know, promotion of like, Red Claw's Gamer Sups or stuff like that, just like... I put on my terrible actor voice. Oh, yes, could you tell me about the Gamer Sups and the thing that we're trying to sell? Boy, howdy. Yeah, I would like to spend money upon that. Goodbye.
Perfect.
No notes. 10 out of 10. No notes.
I'll take 10, boy howdy.
Just perfection.
This is... corporations, hire me now to sell your product. I'm a natural.
Yeah.
Hire all of us. We will all gladly shill.
No, I will not gladly shill.
I will gladly shill. I like money.
Just do the thing from the critic. Buy my book.
Buy my book. Buy my book.
To be fair, I wouldn't work for corporations.
So what you're saying is
it
that, like...
depends.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Xandru.
I guess you're saying like everyone here is the chillest people around.
There you go.
There you go. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I will shill, but only, I will only shill for specific things and if the money is correct.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Like, I've shilled for HelloFresh before, and I'd be willing to do it again.
Oh, there.
Oh,
going down,
and speaking
okay.
of award shows, like, I used to like the Game Awards, and then everything became world premiere.
World premiere.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a
Your
meme.
accuracy and morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance. Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Show him. How's this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you really need to be high level for this one.
1 second here. I think you'll agree that I may be exactly the kind of person that that would be allowed in here. Because as you know, dialogue skills might do it. Because as you know, some people are just better. Screw it, I'm gonna do this. I'm wearing the tuxedo. Because as you know, some people just like you need to take a second look at them and ensure that they are the kind of people you want to have, hanging around in here. Say for instance, let's see if we talked again.
And you're
Wow, I was hoping a liar 100 intimidate would be. So give me a moment here.
Let me see what your character sheet looks like. Hold on, go over to character because it'll tell you what it's at. There you go, skills. So wait.
Line needs to be at 150.
50. Okay.
The intimidate was 70.
Intimidate, we need another 8. So if we leveled up, we could probably do it.
Yeah, if you put everything into that, yeah.
Also, T Elite says,
Be right back!
T Elite says, by the way, a few months back when I was reading a novel featuring the Halcyon, I was not chilling, because you can't chill for a defunct hotel.
Yeah, there
That
you go.
is true. You cannot chill for something that doesn't exist, I suppose.
Sir, why are you changing clothes right in front of me? Because of reasons!
Oh, yeah.
Linkara, Megabob says you can just get Sam. He may boost Intimidate.
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I
was
just
gonna-
have
Go ahead.
I'm curious about one thing. How long did that Star Cruise hotel actually last?
Was that
I
the
don't
one
remember,
that they
but
were?
not very long. That
Yeah,
was the one
wasn't
where
that-
you, were in a little tiny cell, in a wall, and that was your bed. And,
Yes.
you were supposed to do that experience the entire time, which means that you're missing out on Disneyland World, even though you're in Disney World.
Yes.
Was that was that the one that?
It's the one that what's her face did
Yeah, Jenny
a
Nicholson.
yeah,
Oh,
Jenny
Jen-
Nicholson
okay,
did
yeah,
a
that's what I was
4-hour
gonna
video
ask.
on.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask. Is if it was the Jenny Nicholson thing.
Yeah, and T Elite says a year at most.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it did not last.
Longer than Concord.
Yeah,
It's
to be fair,
a
that
cool
was
idea
Yep.
for several hours, maybe even a day. But again, you're in Disney World, but you're stuck in this LARPing quest.
Now, to be fair, for the people who would, if you make it a worthwhile experience to have that be your entire trip, sure, but it was too expensive for too little for what you got out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fair, but people wait entire years to go to Disney World, and even if that were a worthwhile experience, you're still locked out of everything else that is Disney World.
It was more expensive than a Disney cruise, and on a Disney cruise, you can go on the entire cruise ship.
Yep.
So if you had a choice between going to that or going to a Disney cruise,
All right, let's see if
I don't
that
know.
helps.
Let me put
I'm
the
not a fan
let
of
me put the
cruises.
thing on just in case that helps too.
Yeah.
How can you turn down a man in a tuxedo?
Like I said,
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
There we go. Let me through right now. Your official record won't be fit for polishing floors.
What?
Waste my time, and I'll bury you so deep in citations you'll die of paper cuts before you ever crawl out.
oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming. please, go on through. And let's forget this misunderstanding, huh?
Damn
It
right.
reminds me of that bit in the Fresh Prince where Uncle Phil says, like, you better let them out now or I'll wrap this place up in so much litigation your grandchildren will need lawyers.
Oh yeah, I love that scene.
What
That
a
scene is
sick line.
so good.
Yes, it is one of the best scenes in all of Fresh Prince.
It's way up there. Yeah.
My favorite is when Vivian just goes, "Oh yeah, we're about to get real busy up
Yeah,
in
she takes
here."
off her earrings. It's like, oh
She
shit.
takes off her earrings.
One of my favorite parts where Uncle Phil goes, "Did you call their parents? No, because we're their parents. Did you call their lawyer? Because no, because
I'm their lawyer.
Yeah.
Hello?
Uncle Phil went
Humans
full
are our
Shrek
fourth
on.
most important resource in the Ministry.
Wow. That's
Only
so
the
real.
fourth.
Wow, they
You
must
know
put
that-
put importance. Here we got here. From Caroline Endicott, issue finally taking action. Excuse me. Theodore Isaacs kept eating my purpleberry lunches. I know that sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with cracker crumbs on his lips and purpleberry stains in his lab coat. Working next to him and seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. I'm just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act, then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid.
Fair enough.
How is that useful?
It's like in The Simpsons. Remember, Otto, you're in charge of the school's most important resource. The school bus.
Anyway, the intimidation was really because of my, you know...
Fabulous tuxedo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
Someone in
You gotta
chat
give.
did, someone in chat did make a point earlier that you changed right in front of the guy, so clearly he saw that you did not have nothing to hide.
Yep. You'd better show some identification real fast. Want to keep your kneecaps.
What? That's what I asked you.
Except you sound like a wimp. Show some teeth next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you really have to go before I call in the other guards.
Yeah, you're welcome. So apparently I probably could have hacked my way out through the other door.
Probably.
I do love legit options.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm going to need to see some identification.
You don't need to see our identification.
How embarrassing. I must have left it at home.
Sure. I've heard that one before.
Doubt it. My story involves 3 sprats, a half-drained Sumpaton, and a gallon of Stimulotion.
Oh, stop. I don't want to hear anymore. Just don't let me catch you again without your
Just
ID,
forget it.
okay?
You got it. I should just kill all these people.
I mean, that is an option.
I think it's what I did. I did a lot of murder when I played this game.
Hello, Ms. B. We're cruising and intimidating.
We're walking.
Why Linkara telling that
We're
person to show their
walking,
teeth?
we're
He's only recently learned to show his teeth.
Okay, we need to go down.
I kept on getting frustrated at all the corpos, and I just like, okay, let the shooting commence.
How did we get in here originally? Like we were allowed in a second ago.
That one. That's the first one you were allowed into, and then that's the one she stopped you at. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we just have to get in some other things. Say, through this door over here, which no one can see me hack.
Okay, going quiet.
Jay Manor says, I think I prefer Master Chef or Junior, or of other countries, because in those it seems they don't try to force drama in the show and focus on the cooking.
Is that a switch next to that door?
That's one thing I like about British Bake Off or like game shows like Would I Lie to You?
Yeah.
It's like there are almost no stakes, they're just having fun. And T Elite says, also the novel's kind of charming in that Mon Mothma convinced Leia into having a honeymoon by making a PR stunt to say the rebellion won, hence the Halcyon, which is owned by a company on Mon's planet. Oh, and
There
Megabox
are,
says
yeah,
they
there
take you all the
are,
way down.
when it comes to reality TV stuff, like, it depends on my mood, how much pageantry I can tolerate. Hell's Kitchen has way too much pageantry in it.
Oh yeah, that I agree with. I watched like one season of Hell's Kitchen, and I was like, hell no.
What I like about it though is that it's unpredictable. You can sometimes you'll get good food, sometimes you get bad food, versus say Kitchen Nightmares, which is like every episode is pretty much the same.
Well, my problem is that like there comes a point in reality TV shows where I can just hear the edits, where like on stuff like
the radio saw of doom,
or chopped or whatever,
and the dialogue, and they cut out every single minor pause in the way people talk to try to squeeze.
For me, it's not that. It's when they edit in a pause, like where someone says, "Well, there's a flaw over here," and then like it just cuts to the dramatic, like, "Oh my god," but like they clearly were not done with their sentence.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Guy's Grocery Games.
For the first time
Oh
ever.
man, I love Guy's Grocery Game. I freaking love Guy Fieri. He's just great.
For the first time in Hell's Kitchen history. It's the first season! Of course it's the first time!
Guy Fieri just basically goes, you know how all these other shows have this pageantry and stuff like that? What if it just made it feel like we were just cooking at a supermarket?
Hell's Kitchen, the hottest show on the strip.
I hate it. I hate it. No. I'm going to rant about this. I ranted about this on Blue Sky, but I'm going to keep ranting about it here because I ranted about it on Twitter before. I ranted about it here. There's a thing that the narrator does anytime they do dinner service at Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do their standard flashing, flashing effects. Zoom around helicopter shots of Hell's Kitchen. Zoom, high-speed camera movement throughout the building, and we see people, pull up in sports cars and fancy dresses and going out and walking in. Hell's Kitchen is the place to be in Los Angeles. Hell's Kitchen is the hottest place to be. Hell's Kitchen is the trendiest part of town. No, you're not!
Yeah.
You're a reality show cooking competition! You can't get into it unless you apply to be in the audience months in advance, and usually they only prioritize you if you have some special event going on. Like, say, you're going to propose to your girlfriend, or you're doing some special family thing. Anything that can cause potential drama for the episode. It's not a matter of, you don't have people going to, being like, oh man, it's Friday night, I want to go club hopping. Let's go to Hell's Kitchen. I'm not even cool, and I understand that this place is not cool.
But not only that though, but like LA of all places, like LA is such like a happening location. Like Hell's Kitchen is the trendiest, is it?
You're open for a few weeks a season to film your reality show cooking competition. That's it.
Okay, but like let's think about this logically, right? So in the grand scheme of things, like when I'm watching a cooking show, there's like only like 4 cooking shows that I will like watch that are not like that are fun, that are not like fucking Hell's Kitchen. And that's MasterChef Junior, because I love seeing kids cook, because I think that learning a skill like that is so helpful, and he treats the kids so well.
That's because Ramsey understands they're amateurs, they're children. There's no reason to yell at them. Versus adults who claim to be head chefs, they should know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah,
but
and that's what I love
he
about
plays it up
that.
with the Americans. He's apparently like a lot more toned down in the British version.
Oh yeah, the British version he doesn't. There isn't a British version of Hell's Kitchen. There was for a couple of seasons, and he stopped it because apparently they did not. Apparently, the story that I heard, I need to watch this for myself. The British Hell's Kitchen didn't have chefs. They were like regular people, or like corporate business people who had never cooked before in their lives, and he hated it because they were so stuck up and full of themselves about it, and no one knew what the hell they were doing. And he was like, no, I'm only going to work if they're actual chefs. They might be bad chefs, but I want people who know basics of this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. And then the only other thing that I really like watching, besides MasterChef Junior, like I'll watch Chopped, even though it's kind of cliche, but whatever. And I love Guy's Grocery Games, as we stated before. But the one that I really like is the cooking championships of like Halloween Spring Baking Championship with Stuff Gordon.
That
God damn it.
better have all its certifications.
He's so great. I love those kind of shows, like the Halloween, the spring, the summer one, and the the winter one, like the Christmas one. I watch all 4 of those because I really like how Duff Goldman like actually critiques people because he's a cake person, and he'll actually admit, like, I know nothing about cookies. I'm a cake guy. What the fuck? And I love that. Oh, and I also love Clockwork Soul. I also love Guys, Dine-Ins, Drive-Ins, and Dives as well. So, yeah.
Speaking of Clockwork Soul, we got a couple super chats because Clockwork Soul says, "I haven't seen Linkara get this worked up over food since Arby's discontinued potato pancakes."
Potato cakes? No, it's just potato cakes. It's not potato pancakes. It's potato cakes.
Yeah, potato pancakes are like latkes. They're very Jewish.
That's a totally different thing. All those stupid look. So one of the things I've tried to do, since I've had less money lately, is okay. If I'm gonna not go to fast food as often, can I just make some of this food for myself? And Arby's roast beef sandwiches are actually very easy to make. It's Hilshire Farms roast beef, ultra thin slices, and just any bun with sesame seeds, and you can make it. Now, potato cakes, on the other hand, all the look-alike dishes are wrong. Plain and simply wrong. The copycat dishes they make fundamentally do not understand Arby's potato cakes. They think it's a completely different kind of potato cake. Arby's potato cakes are essentially hash browns. But all of their recipes online are for making mashed potato cakes, which are more like potato pancakes, and they're gross because they're not potato cakes. They're not hash browns. And it's like people have said to them, this is not a potato cake. And they're like, oh, but the important thing is that you try. No, it isn't!
No!
I'm trying to get a goddamn recipe! And, sir, this isn't an Arby's.
Yeah, and Megatimmy Tommy says, you don't go to Hell's Kitchen for the food, you go to see Gordon emotionally break a grown man.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so like my
So what's the plan?
I've only seen like I want to say I've only seen like 3 seasons of Hell's Kitchen, because like I feel like after the 3rd season I just kind of started hating it because it just felt so
repetitive.
Repetitive. I didn't really like that at all.
Like I said, there's unpredictability in it, but for me, so to get back to bring this rant back around again to where we were at, this season of Hell's Kitchen, season 23, they've moved Hell's Kitchen from Los Angeles to Connecticut. Now I'm guessing it's because they're losing money. You can tell that with the rewards they offer, because like suddenly it's become all an advertisement for the Foxwoods Hotel resort instead of anything else. Whereas in the past they've had massively expensive rewards where like they have you're gonna take a private plane to Las Vegas for a weekend or like that kind of deals. Very expensive kind of things. And then the last couple seasons, the rewards have not been as good. Like, we're going to take you bowling. One of them was, we're taking you to Dave & Buster's.
What the fuck?
Come on.
Dave & Buster's is a cheap, like, I could do it in junior, like, high school.
We'll treat you to a couple of rounds of that Luigi's Mansion arcade game.
Yeah, now, to be fair, I'm sure it's still fun for them to get out of the damn kitchen and enjoy it, but it's still just Dave & Buster's, for crying out loud. So I was really hoping, okay, we moved to Connecticut. There's no way in hell they could keep doing the Hell's Kitchen is the trendiest, hottest place to be in Las Vegas thing in Connecticut of all things. Hell's Kitchen is the most sought after reservation on the East Coast.
On the whole East Coast.
On the whole East Coast. You're not even in New York. You're not even in DC. You're not even in any fancy big city. You're in goddamn Connecticut. No offense to people who live in Connecticut, but it's Connecticut versus Las Vegas and New York.
On the East Coast.
Okay, so Daniel Brandt says, I am so lost and angry about food.
Well,
And then somebody in the chat asked, what's a Dave & Buster's? We don't have them around here.
Dave & Buster's is a combination of restaurant and arcade. With usually, it's basically, think of it as like kind of I wouldn't call it an adult arcade, but I would call it that in the sense of like the prizes are much more expensive.
Yeah,
you need to put in much more money to get stuff. But it is definitely for an adult clientele who can afford these things. Not in terms of like, oh, there's sexy games and like that. No, it's that clearly these are adults playing arcade games and like doing skee ball and stuff like that.
It's Chuck E. Cheese for adults.
So like Will, my friend Will, who's been on the show before, I think he eventually got banned from Dave & Buster's because he was so good at the games. He kept getting the prizes. He got multiple PS3s and Xbox Ones. Our Xbox One that we have in our house and our PS3 were gifts from him to us.
That's insane.
Because he was so good and he knew how to maximize the ticket amounts. So like he would do a ball drop game where like there's this rotating thing of like you'll drop a ball into a hole that's rotating around, and it would and you get like tickets and prizes from that. He would lean up against it, figure out the timing, the perfect timing, and knock it out of the park each and every time. And it was like an investment of like maybe $2 for like 100 tickets or something along those lines. Of like he did the math and figured out this is the maximum amount I can do. Lowest cost in for highest reward out.
Amazing.
He figured it out, and he was just so goddamn good at that. I don't, I think it was like a temporary ban, or he like voluntarily stopped going there for a while. Just like, okay, they need to build up their supply again because I keep getting stuff from them.
At this point, by the way, I am afraid I'm going to have to get going, but thank you very much for streaming.
It's all good. Thanks for joining us, Lotus Prince, and you have yourself a good rest of the evening.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll see you tomorrow, Lotus.
Yes, see ya. I'll be streaming tonight. You can catch that after Linkara's stream, but I'll also be streaming on Friday at 10.
What are you streaming right now, Lotus?
Right now I'm going to be streaming 3D Game Heroes, which is not a Legend of Zelda on the PS3, and on Friday I will actually be streaming Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Oh boy, you should go and watch Lotus's live streams because they are good and stuff.
And stuff.
I wish I could join you.
Watch my streams. Watch my stream.
All right, have a good night, Lotus.
But all right, have a good night.
Have a good one.
All right, so so here's what we need to figure out: where the hell do we go? Because
I think I know where.
Because otherwise, the only option I'm seeing is hack this door, and I think we might have to start a rampage if that's the case.
Okay, I think I saw a way to go, Lewis. Go towards the area with the yellow box. Back through that door that you just left out of.
Right here.
Yeah, and then go towards the area where you're in the middle area.
Okay.
There's a door that doesn't have any lights on it, and I think I saw a switch next to it.
Ah.
That blue.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay, so I somehow missed that switch.
I keep on saying that there's a switch there.
I thought I heard you saying that, but I figured you were talking about like the doors we could hack.
No.
So nope, that's on me. Thank you for finding that.
One thing I want to bring up, the last thing about Hell's Kitchen. In Minnesota, in Minneapolis, there is a place called Hell's Kitchen. And it is not the Hell's Kitchen. It is just a place called Hell's Kitchen. Pretty decent food. But it's funny because, like, Hell's Kitchen isn't even the most popular place in the entire country because they are recreations of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, I just want to point out for the record that if you want an authentic Hell's Kitchen, like, actual thing, go to New York City to the actual neighborhood of Hell's Kitchen, and you might find Daredevil. I don't know.
Also, we have a super chat from J Man Production. Hell's Kitchen, worst Daredevil adaptation ever.
Ah.
Hey!
I wish I knew what any of y'all were talking about.
Talking about reality TV.
We're talking about food television.
And there's a place called Hell's Kitchen too.
Yeah.
Oh, we just went full circle, didn't we?
Yeah.
I actually used to live in Hell's Kitchen in New York City. It was very nice. Lots of good restaurants.
The one time I was in New York City, I didn't get to go to Hell's Kitchen. I spent most of my time just near the museum.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Because
you don't see me!
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification.
Mega Timmy Tommy, if we are going to complain about anything food-related, complain about the Wonka factory. Children have been unalived.
To be fair,
I mean,
none of the children actually die in the book or movies.
Dr. Endicott can vouch for me.
If I may guess, she's still holding the ketchup packet incident over Holt's head, right? We've talked to her before. She can't keep letting her special friends down here.
Hey, I'm extra special.
Just get out. I don't want to catch you hanging around.
Fine. Alright, we reset our hologram, so we gotta get over there. It's a very large space, and we're probably gonna have to kill all these people.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
They're doing a capitalism. It's fine.
They're corpos. It's perfectly fine to kill them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's always perfectly fine to kill corpos.
Oh my.
It's
In
true.
games. In games.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, I had to make sure I said in games.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Eh! What
Dun,
the
dun, 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 dun,
I have
dun,
like 12
dun,
things on my wish list where I'm just like, I don't know what any of these are and why they're on my Steam wish list for some reason.
dun,
I
dun,
put anything
dun.
that's posting on my Steam wish list, and then my friend Alan usually buys me a butt ton of games like 4 times a year.
What do we got here?
Fair enough.
So I have to keep on adding stuff to my wish list because I know he's going to do that, and he likes doing that. So it's like, okay, I told him he doesn't have to.
Retrieve the dimethyl sulfoxide. Okay, so where do we retrieve it from? Supposed to be over here. Nothing in there. Ah. All right. Transfer
spend
dimethyl
75
sulfoxide to
cents.
canister.
I was gonna say, like, we did all this for a jar.
Wait a
of
second.
air?
Wait a second. Cancel loss of SSD data. Now leaving a 73 concentration. Yeah, not lethal quantity. We don't want to kill these people. You lab notes. The addition of dimethyl sulfoxide to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects starting to improve circulation, increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We're still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing their supply of dimethyl sulfoxide results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfoxide and may have to make do with this batch. Yeah, I'm not going to let people just die just for all this crap. Hey, there we go.
There we go.
Put all of your skills into intimidate.
Intimidate. Boop, 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 boop.
We are intimidating.
And lie.
Have y'all played Buckshot Roulette? I've played it. It's actually a lot of fun.
Return to Phineas.
But what about Ferb?
Nah, I'm gonna throw you, okay? I don't think I can actually, to be fair, I don't think I could throw you from here, so...
Look, I had to make the joke.
Yeah, I guess. I'll allow it, I suppose.
Yeah, Crimson, you can't throw Eliza. Eliza's over there. And Eliza's got to deal with their own problems.
Yeah, and trust me, I have a lot of those.
That's fair.
Fine.
Should probably put our uniform back on.
We should.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know, I'm surprised people don't talk about a person walking with a large electrical gun through the middle of the street.
I mean, all these people are walking around with guns. I don't think anyone's having an issue with it. Plus, you know, Cole just carries it so well.
That's fair, he does.
very true.
I'm not gonna lie about that.
He's just so incredibly charming and handsome. Why would anyone question this handsome man wearing trans colors, running through the streets, you know, with an electrical gun?
They'd be crazy
I don't
to
see a
do
problem.
that, I'll tell you.
I think the real problem is other people acting like weirdos about this.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying that the world is full of weirdos that would probably have a problem with that.
If you don't mind,
Well, that's their problem.
I have a
Whoop.
message from
Exactly.
Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
I am pretty awesome.
Indeed.
I'm just getting started. I mean, still around the colony pretending to know what I'm doing. I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town.
Wow, go to hell.
All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
I didn't do any of this for you.
No. I imagine you were just trying to survive. It couldn't have been easy for you, stranded on an unfamiliar world with all your colleagues back on the Hope. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake.
I wouldn't say it's stolen.
It's
It's more finders keepers.
But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
Want to talk to me? Make your offer. I'm not sure I trust you yet. How do you know I'm from the Hope? I'm sure you didn't bring all this way just to flatter me. Linkara, when you put it like that, go to hell. Note, if you manage to pull off the golden ending in Edgewater, this bitch insists on wiping out the town with robots. Criminy!
Yeah.
How do you know I'm from the Hope?
We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest.
You want to talk to me? Make your offer.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
You only better security. Anybody can lift those chemicals. How'd you find my ship? I'm listening.
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
All right. Convince me.
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Emperor Seth, Cole. Hey, I'm not a thief. I'm a looter. There's a difference.
Exactly.
Not wrong.
I believe in salvage rights. Thank you very much.
We're not called Cole Loot Aidman for nothing.
Hold on. Getting a lot of noise on the signal. Could you F off and never call back? You want me to sell him out?
Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here. Oh boy. Thing is, I want to hear what Phineas's plan is before I turn him in.
I mean, it's up to you.
No, it's up to Cole. We have to figure out how Cole Aidman would approach the situation. And right now, I'm not inclined to agree with Corpos, who made a plan to freeze people because they didn't want to pay a little bit more money for food.
I
Or, you know,
mean,
making sure food is free to the people that need it.
Probably like save in case like a result you're not a fan of. You want to go back and be like, you know what? I'm gonna avenge your time loops this thing.
Maybe, but I am inclined to go with we made our choice. It's our dishwashing liquid. Now let's soak in it.
isn't it supposed to be it's your bed, now lie in it?
Yeah,
No.
but I prefer the MSFDK version. This is your dishwashing liquid. You soak in it.
I love that one, honestly.
I do.
It took me years to finally realize the Manos Hands of Fate reference when they did that scene.
I know, I love that. T Elite 555, I will say this. The Star Cruise Hotel had a security issue. Where the hell were the escape pods, Disney? People would love to take photos in those.
Yeah. Captain Avenger, is it possible to Patreon the Insomniac Spider-Man game for streaming?
For streaming is a different sort of situation. I might be inclined to do that versus like doing a full-on review, because I think the game is like what, 60 hours?
It is long,
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so like, because streaming, we do that over time. It's not a full-on review. I can't do a 60-hour game. There's too much.
Oh.
This, I've already with Descent already. It's only working because each game is only about 10 hours long, and they paid me extra to do 3 just to be on the safe side.
Fair enough.
Which MSUK was that? The movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
All right, where is he? Because I wanna see what he has to say.
I think he's near the window.
Yeah, it really wants me to do this tracking signal, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to return to Phineas.
Yep, at the window.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
So here's the thing. Freezing people and rotating them out is not the worst plan in the world to try to save people's lives, but it's very clear that they're not going to be interested in actually solving that problem. They're just going, like they said, perpetual work, basically perpetual employment. They're basically just going to use it as an excuse to turn everyone into slave labor.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I was convinced these people actually cared about the colonists beyond a a line item thing, I might actually say, yeah, that's actually a clever plan to keep people alive and try to extend food supplies until you can get restocked. But that's not what they're gonna do. So screw them.
Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
This is all the chemicals I could get anymore, and I would have killed the subjects.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
When you think about this, there has to be something we can do. That's it, we just give up all that trouble I went through for nothing? The colony's a mess. We'll have to put it behind me so they get a chance. When you think about this.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the
I'm
head.
on board with that.
Not the worst plan.
What's waiting for us?
No.
Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not really safe. We could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius.
I know.
And modest, too.
The entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest. You'll need need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Wait, I've got some questions.
Certainly. How can I help?
Check any resistance. Just so we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this. You're not going to notice a gigantic colony swinging of the Rings of Terra too?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the Rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Like that insult.
Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
That's very clear. You know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly.
My pod crashed and killed the guy who was supposed to be helping you.
Oopsie.
I mean, we got a ship.
It's like miscalculation.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
No more questions. I'm ready.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
And I like that thought process.
What was it?
I like that thought. If there's a slim chance that we can do something to help make things right, we do it.
JM Productions, any marathon plans for this year? As a matter of fact, we were talking about that when the stream started. I will probably be doing a tax stream this year. And we were trying to decide what we're going to do. Someone suggested Pokemon Too Many Types.
That'd be me.
Yeah, that'd be Eliza. And I was thinking maybe doing another, Gen 1 or Gen 2 where we randomize all the types and moves type of thing. Where, like, the Pokemon now have different types to them. So, we haven't made any decisions yet, but those are the things that people are thinking about doing. And, spend a couple of days doing that on stream for all that time. I want to talk about the Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
Oh, we already did all that. So I want to talk to him about the tracking signal thing.
I won't wish you luck. What's on your mind?
Yeah, it shows me to plant a track signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it.
You absolutely should.
Wait, what the fuck?
Listen,
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Sarcasm. The last refuge of the witless. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
Ah.
What a smart man.
Okay, I get it. You want to prepare.
The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses.
I like this
Use
plan.
my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Climbers Hole, probably don't do a Nuzlocke for Too Many Types, because that one will get crazy. Yeah, it's because there's 50 types in the game. Although we traditionally do Nuzlocks because that's easier for us to get, into everything, get into the the spirit of it. That's why a blind Nuzlocke of changing around the types of Pokemon would also be a good idea, in my opinion. Alright, yep, I'll be back. Alright, so we'll plant the tracking signal and corrupt the signal. Send corrupted tracking signal. Yeah, because screw these guys. I prefer, I don't know anything about Phineas, but so far he's done right by us, and his motives seem to be fine. Maybe there's some evil dark secret about him which we will find out, but, so far he has not steered us wrong.
That's true.
He has given me no reason to not trust what he's trying to do. Or maybe he has and I can't remember.
No, he's pretty much right on the level.
Yeah, this is the This is the problem with playing this game over the course of several months. I barely remember stuff that happened like a while ago.
Oh,
I remember it mostly.
Hey, Keyblade Mistress.
Hi, Key.
Now, we at least have to try to save Halcyon.
Captain, I hope you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Byzantium is a big place. Wait, I have questions.
Transmissions are so impersonal. I'd like to meet you face to face.
But our faces are seeing each other.
I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
That's the advantage of a... Okay, bye.
Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's go. Alright. Thing was, I want to know if this is going to be a trap. Should we go and meet her first?
I mean, you can. Just remember when, the good news is there will be a prompt to tell you that as soon as you cross this specific point, you can no longer return to where you were. But that hasn't happened yet, so as long as you do not run into that, you should be okay.
All right, you know what? Maybe we get either get more information or extort some info, and it gives as Wells more time to do stuff.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I suggest hearing her out, then bail at the first issue you disagree with. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And if she's too unreasonable, you can always just,
shoot her?
Yeah, shoot her in the face.
That is true. That's the thing about this. We always have the option of shooting them. We so often forget that in this game we always have the option to shoot them.
It's true.
I'm sure there's a vending machine around here I can dump all the excess stuff I picked up.
Probably.
We are carrying quite a bit, and I would like to dump it off. I love bunny hopping in video games.
Same. I don't play enough video games where you can do that. I mostly tend to play RPGs.
All right, you're cleared. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
With all my guns.
Oh my god.
Ah, here we go. Alright, sell. What can we sell? What can we sell? We can sell all this. Block and stealth skills, melee weapon skills. Keep all the rest of these because these have actually come in handy. Especially my tuxedo. It's been very handy.
Oh, absolutely.
This is pretty dapper.
Yep.
What the hell?
What up?
Nothing. My computer's doing something weird.
Ah. Look at that. We're reducing it down already.
Good job.
In theory. Wow, I was like...
In theory.
Huh. I thought it was the 250 was that. Am I thinking wrong about this? Yeah, weight 0.5. So these things actually weigh more.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
I mean, we're gonna go to the final battle. Might as well use them up.
Yep. Ooh, is this better armor than we have? No, it isn't. 6, 108, 31, 31. What's our armor that we're currently wearing at? Well, how good is that? 108. Yeah, we're still good.
There you go.
The fact we've gone a pretty good while in game without shooting stuff and just being able to talk our way through is pretty good design. That's because we're awesome. Oh, hey, we were here already.
There she is.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Good, we need to turn him in.
You'll find that working for the board is spiritually and financially gainful. But that isn't why I asked you here. I understand you've infiltrated the ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing.
My heart skipped a beat.
Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony. If we fall, Monarch falls with us.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony's on the verge of collapse. But there is a way to save it.
Yeah, we need to talk about this lifetime employment program.
I'll answer however I can.
How long do we have? What does any of this have to do with me? What's your take on all this? No more questions.
We've already crossed the point of no return. The collapse has already begun. You must have noticed the signs in Emerald Vale. Malnutrition, disease, high mortality rates. This is a permanent famine, Captain. We've done all we can to curb their hunger. Very soon,
permanent
people are going
famine?
to realize they're starving.
A permanent
is
famine.
a problem of logistics as well as marketing. Your workers must remain productive on as little food as possible, and they must always believe that food is plentiful.
That sounds sus.
That's super messed up, just so you know.
Yeah, it is massively messed up. Yo, why do they have to be efficient at all? Why aren't you reorganizing everything for the sole purpose of trying of reorganizing this? Why does the corporation need to survive? Why do you need to make them productive as possible? But what are you manufacturing right now versus is these sole goal of actually feeding each other?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Resources are still plentiful, I've noticed, because we still have spaceships, we still have large-scale weapons manufacturers and vending machines full of supplies and food and stuff like that. Why aren't we devoting all of our resources to solving this as opposed to trying to keep things operating? To speak about the real world for a second here, we have more than enough food to feed every person on the planet.
Yep.
Overpopulation is not a real threat to us. The problem, of course, is it's not cost effective to feed everyone on the planet. Well, let me rephrase. It's not cost effective to corporate interests to feed everyone on the planet.
The issue is not the population or the amount of food, it's supply chains. Or the lack of supply chains in some cases.
Mm-hmm. And instead of spending money to establish them, to work on these solutions, to devote stuff away from pure profit-driven stuff. It's all about greed. Well, we just can't afford to do that. Money is made up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Money is made up, people are not.
Representations of good, money is just a way of representing good and services and determining value for something. If this is an actual problem, and it's not, we know that corporate greed is in that people have much more money than they ever actually will ever need. We could solve all the world's problems.
Yes, we
They
could.
just refuse to do so because it would mean them having less.
Yep.
Amen to
Like,
that.
if everyone in America, save for the rich billionaires, decided that money does not exist tomorrow, the only people who would suffer from that is the rich billionaires.
Yep.
What was the thing I was going to say? There was a thing I was about to say. I lost it. I had it and I lost it. I hate that.
I will say though, like, I like the barter system for exchanging something that you have for something that you need, as opposed to using money.
Money is just I don't mind money at all because it's just a way of representing the value of something, because we might disagree on the value of, say, so like I have this collection of screws and bolts and stuff like that. I bought it for $10. But you might value it considerably less because it's not something you need. It is not something valuable to you, but it is valuable to me.
Right.
And, that might not be worth very much food to you as a result of that. So bartering for food doesn't work like that. Having some kind of currency to have a better thing works as a system. It works just fine. The problem is the idea of, I want more, you don't get to have any, and I will refuse to do anything that will reduce the amount of money I have.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Money never existed. Yeah, that's the thing. Money, money is a tool, because of course having values of stuff for like $10 for this kind of a thing, $10 is not is a value I assign to this because that's how much I spent. I paid for it.
Right.
But it's not worth $10 to someone else. But if they're manufacturing something like that, or $10 can mean something different to them. So while they're not technically equal in value emotionally or needful, it is the same value for our individual needs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thus, money is a good medium of getting around these things. Greed is always the issue. Capitalism is the issue. Thus, the problems around here always come down to human imperfection, and sometimes you need people to enforce morality. Feels like the wrong way of putting it, but it kind of is. You need watchdog groups who will say, hey, stop being a greedy asshole, because you're harming more people by the way you're doing this. J-Man Productions, who knew the term bucks actually meant deerskin is tradable / for currency before? Sophia, are you done talking about the value of money? I have not begun, madam!
Where's where is the heroic music? This needs to be displayed at the wall.
Listen. I'm just here for the ride.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll get off on this train. There's people gonna be watching this. We're gonna get into huge debates in the comments and be like, how dare you commie pinko? How dare you suggest that maybe you should feed all the people or something like that.
Yeah.
TF Master 96. Sophia, are you done talking to yourself? Never.
Barrel of exposition.
Apparently, T-Elite Super Chat got left behind.
Oh, did it? Let's try to fix that.
I do hope Lucasfilm continues using the Halcyon, even if the hotel is defunct. It's a perfectly fine ship with different ownership in each era to make things interesting. It's a 200-plus-year-old ship.
I can see like a video game using the Halcyon, just like you'll Star Wars murder mystery as like a nice budget title.
Oh yeah, Star Wars murder mystery would be interesting because think about it. If somebody had access to the Force, they could kill somebody from a distance and wouldn't leave no trace.
So we're just saying what Dorkly said about Thanos' plan in Infinity War. I know I already said this, but I think this is what I meant to say. Yeah, Thanos is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanos is dumb. Thanos was just an asshole who wanted. He's a deep, serious thinker. He wants people to be grateful for his SMRTs. He thinks he's so smart. He's so smart. I'm smarter than everyone. I know how to fix everything. He wants a grateful universe to him. He's just an asshole. He's just an asshole who thinks he's smarter than everyone else.
Listen, Thanos can eat my whole white ass. I love Josh Brolin, but that motherfucker can eat my whole white ass.
Oh, no, it's fine. No, it's what makes him a good villain. You want to see him get his ass kicked.
To be fair, the point where you realize that he is just talking out his ass is when he said when he's asked, "What will you do after you're done?" Look out on a grateful universe. That line right there shows that he is kind of a dick.
He's he's a self-important, self-aggrandizing dick. A grateful universe. He thinks people will be grateful that he's killed half the people to make way for these resources. And of course we see post-Infinity War that people are surviving, but they're not living. They're absolutely miserable. Things suck because of course you removed half the population. You moron. You absolute dick. And then of course when he then comes Endgame and he's like, I'll just kill everyone then and start over because they didn't appreciate how cool I was.
Yeah, whatever.
To be fair, that's like alternate timeline Thanos when coming to the other.
Well, no, he realized that people will. I realize now that people will always yearn for what they lost. Therefore, I must kill everyone so they don't remember what it was before. Yeah, he's just a genocidal asshole.
Okay, I just want to point out for the record that the other problem that I have with Thanos is that there is no way that Death would be sexually attracted to that purple grimace thing. Okay.
Look, there's no accounting for people's taste. You don't know what people are into.
I mean, Death is into Deadpool too, so I mean, I get it, but also.
I'm just saying, some people have have kinks that are weird as hell to me. So maybe wrinkled purple chin is just like, yeah.
The part of that line isn't the fact that he wants to look out on a grateful universe. It's the fact that he knows that he will be there, which means he never was willing to put his own ass on the chopping block.
That too, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, it takes all types. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the Snap also get rid of animals too? I think so, yeah. Every living thing.
Yeah, because some of the towns in the 5 years before they brought everybody back. Like, there's even a line after Hulk brings everybody back, and I think it's Scott that's like, "Are those birds? Like that weren't there before?"
That's the thing. Yeah. Everything was much quieter when Ant-Man returned, and he realized that because there was less animal life around. There's less birds. There's less stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sophia's still just looking at us as we're talking to ourselves about Thanos.
Which is contradicting when you think about it, because like when you're talking about limited food supply and stuff like that, like. Animals are food too, for crying out loud. Without like the animal ecosystem, without like animals, like there's a system.
So what we've established is that Thanos is a moron.
Yes.
Genocidal idiot asshole. I think we're good. We covered all the bases.
But yeah, to me, it's the Grateful Universe line because he wants the credit, and then instead of like realizing, and then once he actually like gets the once this is all achieved, he sees his plan, just like, oh no, people still want stuff and they're not going to be grateful to me. Fine, I'm just going to kill everybody then.
Yeah. And remake it in my image. Okay, you're just an egomaniac.
Yeah, he's just an egomaniac, and I'm glad that Endgame included that because of all the chuds who was like, Thanos is right.
Oh yeah. Those guys.
Anyway, that's what that research in Roseway was all about. So, hi, Sophia. Are you still here?
Before you interfered in Roseway, Dr. Anton Crane was on the verge of developing a powerful appetite suppressant.
They're still gonna need food. You're just gonna make them less hungry.
It was a temporary one. Before long, our workers are going to feel the effects of starvation. The lifetime employment program is our only viable option.
Okay, Sophia, are you a dumbass? Because if your workers are not getting proper food, they're not going to be able to work. It doesn't matter if their appetites are suppressed. They will still not have the energy to do the damn work.
I think we found Thanos' sister.
No, that's a whole different lady.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And a brother.
What?
Yeah.
Well, his brother is Star Fox.
Yeah.
Don't
worry about it.
Going crazy.
Nope, don't worry about it. You're just gonna hurt your brain.
There's
It's
a
fine.
character Marvel named Star Fox. He's Thanos' brother.
Okay.
He's a whole other story.
Yeah.
They teased him as a post-credit scene in Eternals. Anywho, we were playing a video game at one point.
Yeah, video game.
We were playing a video game.
Dream title.
What does any of this have to do with me?
When you turned Phineas Wells over to me, I knew I could rely on you. You've demonstrated your ability to place duty above sentiment. And you deliver results. That quality alone is enough to separate you from the board's army of indecisive bureaucrats.
Not a fan of the bureaucracy, Sophia?
Do you know how many meetings I have to sit through? How many papers I have to sign before I make one decision? I'm only trying to rescue Halcyon from extinction. I can't save this colony alone. I need someone capable of working outside the system. Someone who can get things done.
What's your take on all this?
When I first discovered the truth, I was shocked, even disgusted. I wondered how we'd allowed a colony like Halcyon to fall into disarray. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the colony had sown the seeds of its own destruction. We have become lazy and decadent. We smother ourselves in meaningless bureaucracies. We deliberate and argue and procrastinate.
That's not a kind of language I expect from the chairman's own adjutant.
I've served the board long enough to understand its weaknesses. Running a colony requires swift and decisive action. The board is slow, ponderous, and prone to squabbling. That's why I'm relying on you. You deliver results without the paperwork.
You don't have to believe all this lifetime employment nonsense, do you?
The lifetime employment program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work.
No.
Isn't it the only way to save Halcyon? What else is the plan? Jamie Production, The Outer Worlds 3 Part 26, Nerd Rants. Rock won't sacrifice the colony to save Byzantium.
Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse.
You guys in the chat can't see it. I'm making a jerk-off motion.
Oh my God.
The lifetime employment program. And you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing.
Wow. I get to live in luxury while other people suffer. Oh, you spoke directly to my heart, Sophia.
Mind if I get on my my soapbox?
I'm going to burn this goddamn colony to the ground. Go ahead, Xandru.
Being the comfort of others is luxury. Having others actually be like safe, warm, clothed, homed, and all that stuff is probably more luxurious than having luxury all to yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to live in an empty mansion of nothingness.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm done.
Jedi Protector, we need Mr. Popo here to establish the pecking order. It goes
God.
Sophia, the dirt, the words inside the dirt, you, Tommy, then Popo.
Goes from God to Jerry to you to the cleaners. Watch Real Genius, kids. It's a great movie.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, no more questions. Tell me why you wanted to see me.
We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power. Operations have ground to a halt. You've left us with a useless town draining our resources. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I
What
will
the
hunt
fuck,
beasts
lady?
until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage. Or pretend you're hunting beasts.
We can always shoot you.
Someone has to be.
No, they don't.
Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
Insane.
Well, now I know you're insane. I just wanted to be sure.
No. Allowing
I was
thousands of
wrong.
colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical.
You talk just like a human with mechanicals I've known.
Ah, there you go.
I am responsible for every single human life in this colony. Do you imagine I relish the thought of killing some of them to save the rest?
Yes.
Steel
Yes.
your spine, Captain. Do what needs to be done.
No, I'm good, thanks.
I don't understand. What did Edgewater do to deserve this?
When you diverted power to the botanical lab, you spelled the end of Edgewater. But the town is still hanging on, still living off whatever meager resources we send them. With every passing day, Edgewater leeches more of our limited resources. The town is a rotting limb, and we must be surgeons.
We're talking about human lives here.
Edgewater's workers consume 6 times as many resources as they produce. The best thing that town can do for its colony is to die. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon.
By murdering people.
Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed.
Your analogy is dumb and you are dumb.
Necrosis. The end town isn't the necrotic tissue, you are.
Planet data of wildlife and outdoor worlds would signal those planets could support also human life, but they must be accustomed to strict nutrients unlike humans are. We're hearing the arguments for what happened to Kirk as a child. Yeah, except I feel like, that was Kodos the Executioner trying to be like, trying to do a eugenic experiment while everyone was suffering. His twisted thoughts about how eugenics should work. Versus this, which is just like, oh, I'm trying to be noble here. Also murder these people, just because I deem them as being unworthy. Just everyone's not productive, so we wipe it off the planet.
We don't have any other option. The colony is on the verge of collapse, and we no longer have the luxury of easy solutions.
The answer is no.
Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order.
Excuse me? Disobeying an order? I don't work for you.
Go to hell, Sophia.
Do you see any rank insignia on my trans armor? Do you see any there? Do you see the little rank pips you got on your collar on my stylish ass outfit? Do you see something on my big top hat that says I work for Sophia? I will do what she says. Rot in hell.
I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
Incoming!
The board are now repulsed. I hope they are. Anyway, good news, Sophia. I just eliminated a big drain on the colony.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Give us those chips.
And now in true gamer fashion.
You know what? This is appropriate.
Amazing.
Oh, Percival, I was gonna get... Oh no, Percival! Your stationery will be without you now!
Wait, do we actually care, or...
No.
Not, I mean, I don't care that... I mean, I care, but I don't care that much.
I mean, fair.
He was adequate.
Let me tell you something, Sophia. Looting time.
Yeah!
I had a better one-liner and I lost it. Oh, well.
I wonder if you have to shoot people downstairs as well.
Nyoka, not a word. You didn't have any better one-liners either.
With all the little blights, I'm gonna say yes.
Incoming!
Whoop. Well, they get word fast.
There you go. Good news travels fast.
Good news, everyone! We're reducing the food shortage issue.
Good news, you're also all unemployed now.
But that's not gonna matter.
Anyone else have anything to say? That's what I thought.
My God. I don't know why, but
I'm so glad Lewis took the route that I took. I'm so proud.
The route I took too.
Yeah.
Cole Aidman is no murderer. We kill in self-defense.
Or just when they're corporate assholes.
Or when they're corporate assholes. No. I'm nice enough to not do that just because they're corporate.
True.
No. Yeah, you know what? Cole is not a murderer. He is a looter. And they had life that they were stealing from others, so Cole had to loot them of their
Cole Aidman is a salvage specialist.
You know what? There you go.
So we have to salvage their lives from them.
We have salvaged our dignity, for one thing. Our ethics. We have salvaged that.
Yeah.
Notice how I didn't kill all those civilians?
Yes.
And now we don't have to kill anybody else around here. Isn't that right, Corporate Trooper?
Here they come.
They did this themselves.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
I was minding my own business.
I mean, they're loyal to their cause.
On the plus side, we are reducing the food problem.
See? We're helping! Loyal to their cause. Yes! Yes! They're broken. I'm sure it's a great comfort to anyone out there. Well, they murdered our families, but at least they believed in something.
Yeah, right.
I hate this entire goddamn colony, and I'm so glad that we're going to be solving this problem ourselves without this kind of bullcrap. Okay, so what is our quest we're currently on here? Keep secret. Land your ship in one of the Hope's docking bays. Good idea. Let's do that. Let us get the hell out of here. Why is this thing doing it right here? That is very odd. Because I feel like we have to go back to the ship. Unless it's just
What's your
bugging.
journal say? Oh no, you should be able to just go back to your ship. I don't know.
Then why is the quest still pointing me here?
No idea.
I don't know. Did you do something?
Let's see. If it just keeps pointing us to the door, we'll just fast travel back to the ship.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
I was minding my own business, pointing my gun at people.
Oh wait, turn back around. Yeah,
there's still something up there we must have missed.
We must have missed something.
We're also over encumbered, so I got to get up to the vending machine up there.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn, you guys carry so much with your fat armor.
I know, right?
Well, including their armor.
I said that was wrong of me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called it that.
Unless you meant the pH.
Yeah, there we go. Screw it. That's what I meant. We're going with that. Not that I. Yeah, that was rude of me. That was wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. It actually looks like it's supposed to be down. Yeah, the Hope docking bay. Where did we park?
Oh, you parked in here. You took that elevator right there. That second elevator.
Oh, okay. That was wrong of me. Why did I do that? God, that was. I'm sorry. I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed that was where my mind went.
Captain Avenger, well, consider yourself conquered. I gotta go.
Hold on, Teely. Let me do this.
I am so lost. Termination plus 7. Yeah, we'll get rid of this one. There we go. The high of defeating corporate scum.
Okay, that was a sneak attack.
Nothing like a good tussle.
Oop.
I feel like if you had gone to kill all those people at Edgewater, that like your companions would have been like, fuck you, and left.
Pretty much, yeah, I've got to imagine so.
If we didn't do that.
Hey guys, how's your health plan? Apparently it's great!
That's a good one-liner.
Yeah, I took that from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged though.
Oh, fair enough.
You gotta come up with original good one-liners, like real zingers.
No, I don't think we're prisoners.
You're right,
Maybe
no prisoners.
I think you might be prisoners to your ideology, though.
They are correct. There are no prisoners here.
Sure, we did just free them from their ideology.
Sucks to suck! Anyway.
Oh, I freed them from their ideology. I mean, we freed them from their lives.
Yeah, right.
Their bodies are in prison.
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
Yeah, I wish I could come up with that plan. Alright, let's go to the Hope.
Cole Aidman is the last hope.
We have arrived at the
You know, I think if we pushed a little bit past the normal time, you could probably end it tonight.
Hope's auxiliary generator.
Sorry, I'm still disturbed by what I said. I feel like what I was going for was like heavy armor. Because the armor itself is so heavy, but it's like somehow my brain went to fat. I'm sorry, I feel really bad about that.
Well, you recorded the Weird Al song. What are you talking about?
No, I just feel bad. I'm very sorry.
Y'all good.
We're looking at in terms of collateral. Well, the Cole Aidman amount. What's gonna happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too.
Okay, that would be bad. What was I doing?
Good luck, we're all counting on you.
That's why you let Ada do the calculations. She's a computer.
Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Alright, that's all for now. Let's go take care of this, and I think we're gonna be calling it a night here.
We are outlaws in the truest sense of the word now.
Fair enough.
Always was an outlaw. Because I'm Cole Aidman.
Oh my god.
You know, technically speaking, to the company, you're a fugitive, but to the people, you're a hero.
You're Robin Hood.
Exactly.
The jig is up, the news is out, they finally found me. The renegade who had it made, here from a bounty. Never gonna go astray.
Hey, do we want good news?
What's the good news?
Apparently, the Democrats have finally showed their spine and killed a national transgender sports ban bill via filibuster.
Good on them!
Yep.
No.
Good on them for doing the bare goddamn minimum.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Thanks for doing the minimum, guys.
Now do more.
Yeah, keep it up and we'll be happy. I mean, technically, is it really theft considering I was one of the colonists on this ship anyway?
No.
Like, what the heck?
I don't think so, just because you used to, live here.
Me?
Eh.
When you think of... Oh, hold on, there's stuff.
The whole Starmania thing isn't all cracked up. On the upside, the bathrooms are the cleanest they've been since we left port. We made a job a hell of a lot easier. What do we got here? Yoink. Just putting perfectly good ammo in the bin. What the hell? Hey, Merryweather, how you doing? Oh dear.
Hello.
It is the Merryweather Comics, Keyblade. Yes.
Okay, forgive me for being that guy, but who?
Yeah.
I am doing just fine. We are trying to do space stuff.
Yeah, so Merryweather has like almost like 1.5 million subscribers. They're like an actual, like, certified YouTube person.
They're like people who are more popular than I am.
Yeah.
Oh, holy fart.
I mostly
Which I don't think, but actually accounts for a lot of people on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, fair, but also, like, it's kind of weird and rare to see somebody with that many subscribers on a...
Oh, God, my leg.
Aww. Merryweather says not as big a legend as Linkara.
You didn't see me! They saw me.
Yeah, they definitely saw you.
You know what? Screw it. We were gonna shoot these people anyway because they're trying to put everyone to suspend animation.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what?
Get behind
I
that.
think we're fine.
It's fine. We're fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
It's fine. Oh, God. So, yeah, we're just trying to stop space capitalism.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, good. My hologram reset. Now they won't shoot me.
Okay, so, like, this has already happened, but, I don't know. John Cena is now a heel, so I don't know how much you want to use that now.
Respect what you did a lot as an early days creator on the internet. Thank you so much.
To be fair, I think I already told Lewis about John. Yeah, I did tell Lewis about John Cena being a heel now.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. I think before the stream started. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before anybody else popped on, it was just like
we just talked about stuff and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get my ass to watch Royal Rumble and freaking Elimination Chamber because I'm actually excited for WrestleMania now.
The Royal Rumble was...
Go ahead.
The Royal Rumble was amazing.
Available functions, power status report, view archive logs, audio record, enter internal messages. We have current. Oh wow, yeah, we have 9,999 people in stasis. Holy crap! All right, logs, pod removal, occupant Cole Aidman. Memories. All right, audio transcript. 100,000 guys left to drift in here forever, but just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful, indeed.
Okay, so, but yeah, I'm actually excited because John Cena doesn't normally turn heel, so I'm actually kind of excited to see what's going to happen.
The Rumble itself was probably just the best storytelling the Rumble's done in years.
I don't know about that. I mean, it depends because I've watched a lot of Rumbles, but I'll figure it out. It's fine.
Repair auxiliary power source provided. Okay. Right now, we're just trying to stop. We're trying to revive these colonists and keep them out of corporate hands. And we are probably going to be calling it a night in a few minutes here.
Yes, John Cena was originally a heel. I really hope they bring back his basic thugonomics. I really want him to just start rapping and dissing people again, because that would be so great.
Yeah, but, like, how long has it been since he's been a heel?
150 meters.
15 years, at least.
I think a bit longer than that.
Yeah, I feel like he's been a heel way long... I don't know. When was basic thugonomics? I don't know.
I think that was, like, in the early 2000s?
Hold on, I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah.
Why? Why would basic thugonomics not? I mean, he's playing a character. It's not him.
142 meters.
It's just a bad stereotype.
It's been 20 years. It's been 23 years since he's been the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Like, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to like take the elevator down or something. Like go down to go up, kind of a situation here, I think.
Yeah, and he's only lost like 400 and something matches for his entire career. Which is a lot, which is not a lot. I have not read Fables, but I hear good things.
I also have not read Fables.
But I've also heard good things.
Also, now that the meme is an unexpected John Cena, like, how does that work now?
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew.
I just like the meme that I created. That I've been doing whenever I saw people putting the thing on. Everyone just puts the Mahjong symbol on John Cena like this. It's the obvious fun you can make with the name right there. Mahjong Cena.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Ada, not right now. I'm trying to loot things.
Why is nobody doing the obvious pun?
Which?
Mahjong Cena.
Amazing. Maj Cena? I don't know.
Just kick him down.
Because Majin is the the Majin symbol from.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go. Terminal.
Being a butt.
Continue. Automated audio transcript. What is it, Resi? Captain, he's our waiting you. One of the pod alarms went off. I don't know what to do. Pod alarms are colonists, you see? I'll check it out. Thanks. Okay. Writing this down because I'm not sure what to do, but I want the incident on record. One of our colonists has gone missing. The cameras in the pod bay have been deactivated for I don't know how long. Resi helped me hook another up in secret. I've been checking on it every morning, and today I discovered our chief engineer tampering with one of the pods in the middle of the night. I haven't confronted him yet. I'll collect more evidence before I do. I don't know why Frank would start waking people up. We're short on food as it is. I should throw you out of the effing airlock, Frank. You should be thanking me for solving our food crisis. Is there a solution? Sacrificing innocent people? What's going on? Resi, find Alexi. We're throwing Frank in the brig. What? Why? He's been... Oh my god! Cannibalism!
Oh god.
Yep, there it is.
What, you're gonna spare the grisly details? I ate them, Resi. You ate them? I ain't apologize for it. We don't survive. They're as good as dead anyway. Oh no, I can't. I'm gonna be sick. Just find Alexi. Okay. Jesus. I'm talking to Frank. And how's the brig? Captain, he makes a kind of sense. Damn it, Lexi, not you too. Don't listen to that madman. What if your wife can't grow more food? What if it fails? Then we'll figure something else out. We're not cannibals.
Is this the Donner Party?
Apparently.
Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, so I just found out a thing about John Cena that I wish that I knew when everybody was talking about Coyote versus Acme. So John Cena is Acme's lawyer in that movie.
Yep.
That's never coming out.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
Was it leaked?
That's been one of the things that was part of the original leak when the leak happened.
Yeah, I'm super mad now. I just want it.
Alas, Momochika, I've failed. The tomatoes die on their stalks. Something must be wrong with the soil. We have a month of rations. The crew talks of cannibalism. My Wilhelm fights to bolster off their eating spirits and to bar the way from those too far gone. At nights, while my stomach grumbles, I fear I too might stray towards that dark path. But think of our Lucas, sleep in his pod. I think think of all his other sons and daughters and mothers and fathers. If I woke up in house and my family has been devoured by these ghoulish men, I will steel my resolve. I will resist. Good. Physical effects of starvation are well documented. We never learned about the toll they take on your mind. Things you hold true become walls between hunger and satisfaction. The difference between right and wrong blurs. I told Frank we'd have to eat about a third of our contract to survive our journey. When we still had rations, that seemed impossibly unjust. Tens of thousands of people just to save 24. Now I'm not so sure. No, it's still wrong. Attention all crew, I don't know who let Frank Neld out of his cell, but he is now an enemy on the ship. Anyone in league with him will be imprisoned for the duration of our journey. Anyone caught tampering with the cold storage pods will be frozen, and upon arrival in Halcyon, you will be turned in to the authorities. I'm locking up the cold storage bays. Frank, if you can hear me, there's still time to turn yourself in, please. Resi, can you get us to Halcyon? I've been working on it. Can you get us there? I have to, Captain. Good. Meet me on the bridge. We'll make our last stand there. Wait, what about Donna? She won't be joining us. What the hell? What happened? I'll fill you in when you get out there. Okay, F. I can't believe this is happening. So those sounds like the crew rebelled, wanting to resort to cannibalism.
Okay, I just want to point out the fact that they said there are tens of thousands of colonists on this ship, and there's not only 9,999, tens of thousands. I think there's more than just 10,000.
Oh God, they won! They won! They won! The cannibals won, and they ate some of the crew.
And a lot of the colonists that were asleep.
Criminy!
That's fucked up.
Surprise inspection, soldier!
Oh, hell, no one informed me of any surprise inspection.
That's what makes it a surprise!
Then it wouldn't be much of a surprise!
I just had to point out the fact that, yeah. If you just use logical deduction, it makes it so much worse. The cannibals won. That's the reason why the Hope got stuck.
Jesus. Alright, where are we going? We still gotta get over there. These are all the crew quarters. I'm not seeing any way.
You might be on the wrong floor.
I know, but the thing is, I'm trying to figure out the best, approach here. There's only the one elevator. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. We're going to try to get to a good stopping point here.
Remember anybody who fuel. Think about the amount of colonists that we're eating.
Jesus H. Christmas. Okay.
Should we assign...
And eating the sprats is just out of the question, I guess. Listen, I've never been starving to death. I don't know what it's actually like, but I feel like there's a line. I don't know what in the world just happens. I'm writing it down because I'm going to say, pulled the guy out of a pod and his arm got all clammy, rubbery almost. I poked it and started to effing liquefy, like it was made of water. Stuffed him back in as quick as I could, but the rest of him ain't in a good way. Don't think he'll make it. This better not be an effing trend, or after all this, we're going to starve anyway.
Well, sorry, soldier.
Like, were they even able to do the cannibalism if people were liquefying as soon as you pulled them out of the pods?
It's not really clear is the problem.
This is the worst case of freezer burn I've ever seen.
Wow. Just be people soup then?
Also, I'm over encumbered now, which really sucks.
I'm just making this dark thing even darker, aren't I?
Yes! This one. Today I found a finger lodged in one of the security mechanicals. I caught the damn thing scratching up my floors because the finger was stuck in one of the leg joints and couldn't move properly. This is getting to be ridiculous.
Getting to be.
Just getting to be.
I am good at making dark things darker. I've learned this.
Eliza, why are you like this?
I don't know.
The ship is big and it's a maze, and I'm just trying to get to a good point for us to call it a night. And it's not helped by the fact that I am over encumbered.
Well, you're close to one of the markers.
Relatively, yeah. Yep.
I would say maybe you wouldn't be overcovered if you'd stop looting, but then that'd just be telling us to stop breathing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't the colonists eat those rat things? That's what I've been wondering. Are they like poisonous or something?
No, because the people were eating sprats on some of the planets.
It's also just a bad sign of things in general because, like, human beings have this wonderful talent of taking things that are poisonous or terrible for us and making them into food. Alright, patch. Power's now being routed to the docking bay. Reactor's now in auxiliary power mode. Continue. Status. Maintenance status, engines. Yeah, we're overdue on maintenance, obviously. Hibernation storage status. Yeah, Bay 12, 76% capacity. Bay 8 is 92% capacity. Criminy.
Something about waking a derelict ship puts me on edge, Captain. Hope you know what you're doing.
I always know what I'm doing. I'm awesome. Alright. Did we complete the task? Patch 8 on the Hope's conditions, so I think we should do it. We can do it from the ship itself, so let's see if we can fast travel back to the interior. No, we still need to go over there. Okay. Well, it is 10:04, so I think we're going to call it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Had enough cannibals for tonight.
Yeah, I think we've had enough cannibalism for the evening. Keep an eye out for Youngblood Strike File number 6. I'm going to be working on that. Of course, check out the Pocket Man's keychains. We got some new stuff in there that is now available, including this lovely Mareep.
Yay!
And of course, buy regular Atop the Fourth Wall merchandise. Watch the videos. Enjoy the thingamabobs. Recognize that I make mistakes and say things when I should not say them. I just feel bad about that. I don't know. Anyway.
I mean, I guess I could throw you from the call if it makes you feel any better.
No, I don't think that'll help because I need to say goodbye to everybody. But I do want to thank my wonderful guests who are here. Thank you, Crimson.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Thank you, Eliza.
Always fun being here.
And thank you, Xandru.
No problem. And doing a stream tomorrow, gonna do an art stream, and then Friday on YouTube, I'm planning on doing a Mario Party Jamboree. So let's see how many friends I'll lose after that.
All right,
I'm also going to be streaming tomorrow. Zen's going to be helping me figure out how to stream off my Switch.
Speaking of, thank you, Zen. I keep forgetting you're here because you're not in the list of people.
I was kind of absent most of the day.
Yeah, she went to go lay down like at 9.
Still.
You're welcome.
All right.
I love loading and stealing stuff.
But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Y'all have yourselves a good rest of the evening. And don't eat people. It's bad.
Yes.
I don't think I could stomach that.
Good night, everybody.